Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Irwin 536QCN. This is their SL300 next generation bar clamp and spreader. This is the 3-foot version. Okay, it's just, frankly, just too large to show on the camera, but you get the concept here of what we're dealing with. It's a 3-foot bar clamp. Clamping capacity, the inside dimension, what they're saying, is 36 inch. I've been using this quick grip clamp from Irwin ever since they brought it to the market. This is a nice version because of the swivel top jaw. Okay, allows you to get a bit better grip on what you're doing. Okay, tolerates a little bit of misalignment with the clamp. Now, where I use these sorts of clamps, because they're easy, they're fast, they're quick, and they're reliable, is in the door shop. If you're restyling 10 doors from 9 foot to 8 foot 4, whatever you're doing, you're going to core all that work out. You're going to stack all those doors dry, spread your glue, and then take your stiles that you're putting back in and setting them all in there, wax paper between the doors. You're going to bring these 3-foot clamps and bring that all down. 10 doors, you're pushing 22 inch. And it's nice to have a clamp with a bit extra length on it as well. You never know, oh, let me throw in a couple more doors. You got the clamp to do it. So obviously a 3-foot version of this is a bit unusual, but there are applications that I use it for. Okay. Spreading capacity, 7 7/8 to 43 3/8. Throat depth, 3 3/16. These are sold as each. It's an I-beam style, and I like that I-beam style because it obviously significantly resists bowing, and that's really important because it's probably necessary based on how much clamping power, which is 300 pounds, you can obtain with this clamp. If you didn't have an I-beam style, it would certainly bow. And that I-beam style, it's over time, when you use a tool enough, you'll fatigue any tool, certainly. Okay, but you will be able to really just fall in love with this capacity of this clamp. Okay, now there is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up the full line product catalog, and that catalog is called Clamping Tools, is what it's called. And inside of there, of course, you're going to be able to review all of the variations of this clamp. It's not quite the largest, believe it or not. Now, one thing that you'll see in the clamping tool book is a reference to the fact that, and you saw me tinkering with it a moment ago, where you can turn this into a spreader. So when you remove all of this, the cap and the button, you'll be able to turn that around, okay, and allow it to behave like a spreader. Now, I don't have an installation where I use a spreading sort of capacity, but I can sure imagine that there would be cases where you would. This obviously will come off and turn around, and then you'll have both your pads pointed in the opposite direction there. Okay. Now back to that clamping catalog, which is, again, very handy to be able to review. It's handy because you'll see all of the different potential sizes that you're going to want to work with. So of the SL300, which is mentioned on page 2, and in much further detail on what is the 4th page of the PDF. This, in the SL300, the 36 is actually the longest version of this. But you'll see the 6, the 12, the 18, and the 24 inch. You'll be able to pick up those part numbers and populate that into the website and determine, from there, the rest of the reviewing information. The balance of the extended description doesn't really talk much about other than the fact that these pads, they are removable and i.e. replaceable, and that's nice because in my experience they can make contact with the edge of a saw blade, things of that nature. So being able to replace these rubber pads which just literally come off very easily, is nice, so that you can continue to get useful service out of the significant investment in tools. I have found that the lifespan of these in my sort of shop is incredibly long. When they're treated, professionally, it's an excellent sort of tool. I'm partial to Irwin not only because I'm a distributor, but because I use their products personally and can attest to the high performance of much of the product line. There is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page. You can review all the Irwin products that we sell, but also you can pull up the full line Irwin product catalog and view all things tool related. If you have any questions on the Irwin, this is their 536 QCN from their SL300 series, new next generation bar clamp or spreader. Turn all that around and make it a spreader. Or any other Irwin product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.